Alrighty, guys. So we got earnings out of Tesla and from Google. So we have to break those down in this video, and we'll go over some other stocks at the end of the video and the indexes. But for now, we're going to break down the two top dogs that just reported earnings. But first, don't forget to get up to 20 stocks from Moomoo, guys, with at least a $100 deposit. And that offer is exclusive to this YouTube channel. So use that link down below or go to StockSurfS.com/Moomoo, and for a limited time, you guys see it right here, your uninvested cash will earn up to 8.1% APY. So guys, get your money, link down below, or again, go to StockSurfS.com/Moomoo, and let's dive right into the video. So you guys see what is going on with Google right now, don't you? It is moving up and to the right. We closed at $183 per share, and now we're at $188 per share. You guys can see it's up around 2% after the bell, and obviously it's been very volatile, as stocks typically are when they report earnings. The earnings came out and we dumped down to 175, and we then recovered to about 188, back down to 180, up to 188 again just about a couple minutes ago, and now we're pulling down to 187-ish. So we are up a couple of dollars after the bell here. So let me take a look at what Google just reported. This is fresh news, guys. It looks like they did $1.89 of GAAP EPS, which beat the $1.85 expected, and sales came in at $84.74 billion versus $84.2 billion expected. So they beat EPS and they beat revenue, and I think YouTube revenue missed. Let's see if I can see it here. I was reading it before this video, guys. It came in at like what? Here it is. Yeah, 8.66 versus 8.94 billion. So it missed by about 0.3 billion. Not the end of the world, but it did miss. And I feel like YouTube ad revenue has been missing, more quarters than it's been beating, at least as of late. What do you guys recall? I forget exactly the stats on that, but I feel like YouTube ad revenue has been slacking a bit the last couple of quarters, and we can see here their cloud revenue beat, if I can find it here, guys, $10.35 billion of Google Cloud revenue. I'm not sure what the estimate is, but I'm pretty positive they beat. I was reading it before this video. Actually, yeah, here it is, 10.3 versus 10.2 billion expected. So pretty good numbers, guys. Again, the headline EPS and revenue numbers beat. YouTube's ad revenue did not beat, but we did get a beat on cloud revenue, and I'm not seeing anything here on guidance. Let me see here, guys. Nothing yet on guidance, but it looks like here operating margin 32%, operating income $27.43 billion, traffic acquisition costs $13.39 billion. So pretty solid earnings out of Google, guys. Good enough to push the stock up now almost $4 after the bell, and this is after the stock got pretty beaten down as of late. Not incredibly beaten down, guys. Don't get it twisted. Obviously, Google is still crushing it. It's barely down, but it is down from 193. It got down to 178, so a nice little drop of 7-8% heading into earnings. And you guys saw initially it got down to 175 when the numbers came out, so I guess we did take out the lows. Initially the lows from a couple days ago, but obviously we've recovered since that point, and it looks like buyers are continuing to come in at the 180 moving average here on the 4-hour chart. We're holding the uptrend. We're holding a higher low, which is really good overall for the bulls. And full disclosure, guys, I'm long Google. It's my biggest individual stock holding, so I'm happy about that. I'm not so happy about the YouTube ad revenue. I'm hoping that picks up. I have no doubt it will over the next couple of quarters. But for now, it's not slowing down per se, but it's lagging the estimates. I don't think that will last for much longer. But other than that, pretty good earnings out of Google. And we'll see how the earnings call goes. Obviously, that's going to have an impact on the stock. We'll see how that plays out in the short term here. But for now, guys, that's what I have on Alphabet on Google, as earnings are fresh off the press, and Tesla's earnings are also fresh off the press. And this stock, last I checked, was going down. Let me show you this. TSLA is the ticker. It looks like we went down 2% on the day already, and it looks like we're down even more after the bell, so we're building on those losses. It looks like Tesla got down to 233 initially when the numbers came out, so it dumped down almost 6%, and now we've rebounded a little bit off those lows. We're at 237, so we're down about 4% after the bell, so add the 2% to that, so we're down about 6% on the day, which I'm not surprised, to be honest. Did we not talk about how Tesla has ran way too much heading into earnings? I'm not surprised at all that it's selling off here. So let me show you guys what the company ended up reporting. And by the way, hit that like button, run the likes up on this video. Let's try and get at least 100 likes on the video. And don't forget to subscribe, as we're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers at some point fairly soon here, guys. Maybe not this year, but the year after that. Either way, we're trying to get to it, and without you subscribing, it wouldn't be possible. I appreciate you all for tuning in, as always. So Tesla reported $25.5 billion of revenue, which beat the $24.74 billion expected, and it looks like here earnings per share came in at 52 cents, which actually missed the 62 cents expected. So mixed bag earnings from the headline numbers out of Tesla. Missed EPS, beat on revenue. And let me see, anything else here notable, anything on guidance, margin, anything like that. Let's see. I'm not seeing anything here. Obviously, this is going to be a quick YouTube video, guys, so we can't dive too deep into what's going on. But the idea here is that Tesla ran way too much. We're kind of getting a sell the news event right now, which I'm not surprised. I mean, for these gains to continue on Tesla, guys, they would have had to, to report a monstrous beat, crazy guidance, something completely out of left field. And from what I'm seeing, based on that quick glance, I'm not seeing anything of that. And who knows, maybe something comes out of the earnings call, but it looks like we got a huge run up. We had some, hype around deliveries, production, the Tesla event on the 8th of August, which got pushed back to October. So now that the cat's out of the bag, it's starting to come down a bit, and I suspect that, and I could be wrong, but I suspect that this will slowly come down over the coming days. I don't think this is going to be a short blip in terms of a short sell, short-term selling in the stock, then it rips right back up. I feel like we're going to get some selling back down to about 200, 205, 210, or at least I think that is what would be healthy for the stock. Doesn't necessarily mean that's what's going to happen. Obviously, we don't have, a crystal ball here, guys. But yeah, earnings came out. Cat's out of the bag. Tesla stock's down almost $10 per share after the bell. And I think a healthy spot would be right around here, 205, 210, right by the 180 SMA, right by the old highs here from, February, back from April. That could be a good spot for support on the stock. And, at that point, I would consider it as a swing trade. We shall see. But for now, it's kind of in no man's land. It could really go either direction. But like I said, I think we're going to get some selling over the coming days. But again, I could be wrong. And what do you guys think? I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments down below, but that's the initial reaction to Google and to Tesla and some other stocks here that are moving. We had Amazon do very well today, guys, up over 2% on the day, and now we're moving up another $1.50 after the bell. So it looks like we're going up in reaction to Google's earnings. Looks like Amazon's up to about $188, so it's up another almost 1% after the bell. And I've been buying Amazon stock, for a while. Well, not really for a while, but I started buying aggressively in 2023 at $80-$90 per share. And I've been nibbling for the last couple of weeks / months, right? I bought more in the mid 170s, bought more literally a couple days ago or yesterday at 100, where was it? $83 per share. Bought more last week at 187. The week before as well. So I'm long Amazon. I'm very excited about this company and their earnings coming up, which are on the 1st. So the first day of August, about a week from now, we're getting Amazon's earnings. It looks like CrowdStrike is trying to rebound a little bit, although I'm not convinced this is the absolute bottom quite yet on the stock. But we can see it did go up over 1.5% on the day. Not too bad there for CrowdStrike. It looks like, what other stocks are moving, guys? Looks like ARM Holdings had a pretty good day today. Ticker symbol ARM, up almost 5% on the day. Looks like we're bouncing off the 180 SMA here on the 4-hour chart. We're about to test the 50 SMA, being at about $172, $73 per share. If that were to break, man, we could be going up even more aggressively in the short term. But for now, it looks like we could arguably be having a head and shoulders play out here on ARM Holdings. So we have to be mindful of that. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for the video. Check out, all these earnings that we covered, from Google to Tesla. There's a bunch of other ones that we're not going to get into in this video. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'm sending out an email every single Monday with my top 3 stock picks for the week. We're going to break down what the stock picks are, the charts, why I'm watching them. So sign up, link down below. It's completely free, guys, completely free. And no, I'm not going to spam email you. It's literally just 1 email per week. So check it out, link down below. And with that being said, guys, I'll catch you all in the next video.